So, how did their love story begin? It was the summer of 2009 at band camp at Revis High School in Burbank. He's a junior, she's a freshman. He plays trumpet, she plays flute. His house was the bonfire party house. His twin sister, Beth, the bridesmaid, was also in band camp. She plays sax and is, of course, at the parties. There's an open-ended invitation to go to his mom's house. No alcohol, but swimming and throwing bags. She thinks it's awesome of them to do. Nicole hangs with Beth more, but it's always a group thing. These two are also in bowling, a team sport. A smaller group does Taco Bell runs. But there is still no connection between these two. They are dating other people. 2 years later, she's a junior in high school. He's a freshman at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. She's struggling with math. She contacts him via Facebook Messenger for help. He does. One time she's telling her Uncle Steve, who went to U of I in engineering, about Joe. "You should marry him," Uncle Steve says jokingly to a junior in high school. He called it. 3 years later, December of 2014, she's at Moraine Valley Community College in Palos Hills. Nikki, a bridesmaid, has a Christmas party at her parents' house. Joe is home for Christmas break, and he is there too. It's a white elephant gift exchange, and randomly she chose his gift out of the pile of gifts, a color-changing thermos. It's a white elephant gift. If you put something hot in it, the words show up, "Do you have what it takes to bring it to the next level?" He got it from his mom's cousin, Doreen, who got it at work at GE. That starts these two talking exclusively. They talk about his favorite subject, Star Wars. She says she's never seen any of the movies. He is surprised, but gives him a reason to invite a bunch of people to come to his mom's house to watch them. She watches it and thinks, it's different. She tries to be the last person there, but so these two can talk alone. Beth feels like she is obligated to stay since she is her friend. His family didn't talk about these things, so indeed Beth did not know. Beth falls asleep on the couch and then goes to bed. Finally, these two are alone and keep talking. For 3 consecutive weekends, she comes over to watch the original Star Wars movies. She watches them for his sake. She's never seen any of the other films until very recently. They both like each other a lot, but they don't say it out loud, though there is flirting. He goes back to college. They text every day. They Skype a few times. It was a long time ago. She decides to visit him one weekend. She is so nervous. She stays in his apartment with his 3 roommates. He tells them a friend is coming over. They spend the day together, and after dinner they have their first kiss. It's mutual. Then soon after, he starts to define the relationship talk. "So is this official now?" She agrees. She has to leave early the next morning. A massive snowstorm is coming. After the Super Bowl the next day, she makes it Facebook official. Beth comments, "This is more surprising than the end of the Super Bowl." And they have been dating ever since. How did Joe propose to Nicole? They did look at rings together. She shows him a photo on her phone of what she likes without him asking for it. She had done a create-your-own ring off a jewelry store site. He stealthily takes a photo of her holding the phone with the ring showing on it. It does help him figure out what to get. She had told him not sharp and pointy, since she's a special ed teacher. He gets the ring 6 weeks before the proposal. His original plan to propose March of 2020. Then the COVID shutdown. He hides the ring in the spare wheel container of his car in the trunk. With the pandemic, no one is driving anywhere, and he works from home. He's not acting weird until the day of the proposal. It's a Thursday, October of 2020. She comes home from work, dressed casually. She's going to watch The Bachelor or Bachelorette on TV with Beth at Nikki's condo. That's normal. They all wear comfy clothes, drink a little wine, watch TV. As she is getting ready to leave, he says, "Is that what you're going to wear with the girls?" She's in leggings and a sweatshirt. That seems odd to her. That night, all three girls are doing their nails. That's when Nicole thinks the proposal will happen, but the next day, on her 26th birthday. While the ladies are watching the show, he decorates. Streamers on the door, tables with pictures of them with fall leaves, a path that leads from the garage to the dining room upstairs, candles on the stairs. In the finale, a heart of rose petals on the floor of the dining room, and a table with 3 collages of them. The show ends at 8:30 p.m. He figures she'll be home by 9:15 tops. He tells her family to be in their cars nearby at 9:30 p.m. She does not get home until 10 p.m. She is late for her own proposal. Nikki had offered her a second drink, and then she wanted water and time to be sure she'd be safe to drive home. Meanwhile, Mac, their dog, keeps lying on the heart of petals. Joe has to remake it 5 times. As soon as she walks in from the garage, she knows, for music is playing. She is crying. She beelines it up the stairs. He has a little speech. He does not get it all out. "Mako and I have a question for you," he says. He shows her the dog tags on his collar. She bends down to look at the dog tag. He gets down on one knee and opens the ring box. She reads the question. Then he says the same question on the dog tag. "Will you marry me?" He remembers that she does not answer. She's just crying. She remembers she says, "Of course," and is crying. He puts the ring on her finger. They hug and kiss. She says, "I need to call my family." He says they're right around the corner. They'll be here in 5 minutes. Nicole cries harder. He had a video camera set up, but he forgot to turn it on. The next day, her birthday, there was another surprise birthday party to celebrate the engagement, and that's what brings us to today.